Welcome to the All Fresh Chat.
Welcome everybody to the All Fresh Chats.
What's up, everyone?
We are your hosts. My name is DJ Bass.
I'm l.hundo.
This is coming back from what, a 2-week hiatus?
2 weeks, man. I was sick 1 week, that's for sure.
Yeah, and then for the July weekend, we had to hang out with the family, do all that barbecue, get that barbecue in this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying?
What'd you eat? What'd you guys barbecue?
Actually, I just made pizza.
Hey, that's my type of barbecue.
Yeah. That's me, man. Like, pizza is my all-time favorite food, man. I can make a pretty mean pizza.
My dad was like, he wanted to go get fish and chips.
Yeah.
So everything was closed. We went all over and we're like, you want to get sushi? And I was like, fine, whatever,
Yeah.
We'll go to sushi joints. They were closed too. So the only place we went to was the Beer Hunter. And then I went home. My sister barbecued. So I enjoyed the barbecue better than the Beer Hunter food.
Homemade food is always better, in my opinion. Well, at least now that I know how to cook, it's always better. Hey, working on any music, dude? Or what's going on?
Yeah, I got a project. I finished up, man. I'm so happy it's done. I just gotta listen to it again for the rest of this week and tune down to anything high, like the bass and shit, for example, one track.
Anything you can talk about, or are you still keeping it a secret?
It's gonna be a very very personal project, and I think I'm trying to figure out the topic. I mean, not the topic, but the name of it. Right. I've gone through already 3 titles, and then I'm changing the names of the songs constantly because I'm trying to aim it towards people who have, like, I guess, depression, maybe, possibly, or any type of mental health. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to show them that, you're not alone. So the beats they're not gloomy. They're a little gloomy, but they're just very emotional. I'm trying to get the title and the name of the tracks right, so then I could put it out. And then I gotta go to another tattoo artist to create the cover for me.
Oh, okay. Because
I'm gonna have it like anime style.
Right.
But I'm trying to aim it towards people who have some type of mental health issue, like mainly for depression.
That's dope.
And a lot of sadness, just because, like I said, I suffer from depression, and some days it gets the best of me. And I kid you not, TikTok kind of opened up my eyes to realize that there's a lot of people who have those issues. So yeah. And it kind of opened up my eyes to say, like, dude, I'm not alone, Mm-hmm. I hopefully a lot of them will enjoy it, because I like a lot of those emotional beats, even though a lot of people don't, they don't like the sad beats. They always say, oh, why you listen to sad music, It's like, I've always loved sad music regardless, if I'm sad at the moment or not.
Yeah, I was listening to some lo-fi, like, hip-hop, like, it was like love, like some love shit. And I don't know, I just was feeling it today. I was playing it all day until, of course, the rest of the coworkers came and then had to start playing West Coast or some gangster
I gotta get gangster for these guys. I don't want them to see me.
Go, man. What's up?
Take my tears away, man. There's allergies.
Yeah, but that's dope, man. That's dope. You trying to hit like a certain artist, a certain personality, I guess.
Yeah.
Put it.
That's what I'm trying to aim at them, just to, like I said, let them know that you're not alone. Yeah. It's gonna be dope. I was listening to all the tracks when I was working yesterday, and I can't believe how dope it is. Like, I know for sure, like, it's gonna affect one person, and that's gonna change their life. I don't know it's just gonna make them feel good.
Dope, man. That's dope. I can't wait to hear it.
That's all I'm aiming for, is one person, and if I get more than one, then that's awesome. But
yeah, we just released a looper for all the DJs and turntablists too, which is dope.
We had with some fire on that one.
Yeah, we got some really good feedback on that one. I was impressed. Even like the one beat, like I told myself, like, oh, this beat's dope, but I don't think anybody's gonna scratch to it. It sounds more like an instrumental, like you just listen to the instrumental all day. But no, man, the first thing someone hit me up said they're scratching to that beat. I'm like, oh, that's freaking dope.
That was the first video I seen, is them scratching to that beat that you said that was like your least favorite that you made. Yeah. It was dope. I thought it was dope. I have not yet scratched to the beats yet, but I know that one was getting play. A lot of them are dope, dude. I mean, it's a fucking. Try not to cuss.
Take a drink, coffee, dude.
I finished it all.
Snap.
But yeah, it's cool, man. Like, we did a lot of fire. I know we're making a lot of noise. Yeah. Like, cause there's a lot of bangers on there, dude.
Everybody scratches to the all fresh loopers.
And there's something in there for someone, you know, like
Yeah, definitely.
someone can dig one beat out of all of them.
Yeah. Oh no. Also, we have new all fresh merch for anybody that's looking for some all fresh sound waves. We got the season 3 tee that he has on. I got the season 2.
Let me flex real quick. Well, you want to see something cool?
Oh, that's season 2. This is season 1, and of course we got the OG preseason tee on there too. It's actually everything's gonna be linked into the description. Shout out to everybody that bought a shirt. Shout out to the people that are rocking it all the time and tagging us in it. That's super. We're super thankful for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great to see, to hear and see people like digging your gear. I know when I posted it up, there was people like, "Oh, where can I get it?" And I was like, "You follow the All Fresh, and you can find it there."
Yeah,
I know for sure they are wanting colors. Yeah, different colors.
Well, the cool thing about it is that now we just have an assortment of colors. I like that you came up with that idea like 3 years ago or 2 years ago, and then we said screw it, let's just give it a shot.
Yep, I studied it. I made sure to do my research before we ran with it, and no one had the idea, so I said I'm gonna one up these cats. And
this cat right here.
And speaking of cat, and then that's when we decided to run with it, man. Regardless, I'm just glad that we executed an idea. That's the most thing that I'm happy with. Like, we didn't just procrastinate and just keep talking about it and eventually do it. Next thing you know, you're creating designs, and then you got shirts going, and that idea came to life.
Yeah, it should be an NFT actually. But I don't know. The NFTs are. I mean, they're big right now, but I feel like you really gotta be like well known to create one and then sell for a good high price or high profit, whatever.
I'm sure we'll do something, eventually we'll be at that point and we'll have like a bad and, NFT, and it'll come. Yeah,
definitely. What was funny is that when we first came out with the shirts, remember when we first came out with the preseason OG? It's just like a simple all fresh sound wave with all and fresh in the middle of it. And then that one dude hit you up talking smack about
this guy, dude.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh man, why does everybody always buy records that have a bunch of different scratch sounds, but the only one they look for is the all fresh?"
No, first he was talking smack about the shirt not being original. He's all trying to do something different. Yeah, and that's when he started blabbing on about, "I'm tired of buying records and having the all," and I was like, at that point I had to be professional because I don't want to be like, "Hey man, why don't you shut the hell up?" You ain't gotta buy it. But I said, "Look, man," I said basically like, that sounds like something you need to take up with the guys, the record you're buying, right. Not us, And I just left it at that. I never responded.
There's a lot of all fresh is if you can scratch really really dope on the all sound and the fresh sound, then you're gonna sound super dope on like any other sounds. That's like the basic, not really basic, but it's the
best sounds for learning your techniques.
Right, and it's kind of like a guitarist would pick up a guitar. Like, they're not going to go straight to an electric guitar. They're going to learn how to do acoustic first. Well, at least I would assume that they start with an acoustic guitar first, and then they get down on the electric guitars. What are you doing, dude? You scratching on my couch?
He's trying to show the people, y'all can kiss my ass. Y'all can kiss it, because you ain't got no snacks up in this mother.
This is the cat that when l.hundo came to my house to take care of him, he took a big old crap on the floor and like, "You gonna pick that up?"
Warm Deuce stood on the floor and just stood by it like a champ.
He's over here in his camouflage.
He's all, "You my bitch now." Pick it up before they get back.
Yeah, but it was dumb that why are people like that? Like, why do they hate on other people's creativity? Like, you should just focus on your own.
I mean, it's just haters, dude. Insecure, haters. Best thing is not to pay any mind to them, man. They make themselves look stupid by taking the time to hate on someone who's grinding or just doing something, That's all it is.
Speaking of which, how do you feel about the whole people hating on, like, say, for instance, producers hating on other producers because they're sample-based producers? Like, how do you feel about that?
I personally think it's stupid. Gosh, it's just so stupid. Like, let them do what they want to do. They are the creators.
Yeah.
He has the power right here, and he's doing his thing. Let him do what he wants. I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, stop making that. Hey, don't be sampling right here, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, do it this way." You know, like he's the creator. That's your piece of paper. You're painting. You can paint whatever the hell you want. You know.
Yeah.
But it just, that's one thing that ticks me off, dude. Like, why are you gonna hate on someone who just created something and it's dope too? Like it just doesn't make any sense. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. It sucks. I see it all the time too because I'm following either like producers on TikTok, on Twitter, and it's like they all point fingers at the people that like are sample based producers. So like it's cheating. Like how is it cheating? Remember that one time we went to Vegas, we entered a beat battle and we ended up getting third place, but the guy we beat in the semifinals.
Yeah, he was the one that was saying, "Oh, they sample, right?"
No, he was pissed because he was pissed at us, but he was pissed and he was like yelling out super loud like, "I didn't use any samples. Dude, what do you mean you didn't use any samples? Like, where'd you buy your drum kits from?
Yeah, you see,
I guarantee you the drum kits you got aren't original.
I didn't think about that when you told me that the other day. You're like, dude, their drum kits are all bought from someone, sampled from someone, you know? Mm-hmm. Especially if they're using drum breaks.
Yeah. And then unless you're creating your own drums, okay, you can say that. Or unless you're creating your own synths, your own instruments. If you're creating your own instruments, and then you can start. But even then, why would you want to even say anything? You can literally build a kit and sell that kit, and then that can make you a little bit of money. So what's the point?
Yeah, I think, gosh, like me, I like to sample and I like to make melodies without, any samples. So I'm not limiting myself. That's what I honestly feel like they're doing is just saying they're just limiting themselves and just going to go this way when you could go this way, and take all this, In my opinion, they're just stupid, dude. Yeah, I understand you can get sued if you sample or you can't get paid, whatever. But if you can make a badass beat and you can blow up on YouTube, then why not, take that chance,
Yeah.
They can't. Well, I don't know. I'm ignorant to this, but can they sue you if you put a sample based beat on YouTube and it blows up from the place? Because you're not selling it.
They can just tell you to remove it. That's it. They can tell you to remove it. YouTube can either tell you that, or the artist can find out through. Nowadays it's called, I think, Song ID or Content ID, something like that. There's a new program out, and it can figure out who took what song.
Me, I just look at it as another chance to get eyes on you. You might, get that guy who's down with sample-based beats, and he'd be like, "Oh, this fool flipped that. That's dope." Now I'm gonna just look at his whole catalog. Oh, he has his own melodies. That's dope too. People are stupid, man. I don't know. It gets me. You can tell I'm getting annoyed because it just, and I try not to pay attention to all the crap talking. I know you telling me you've been up to date with all these producers' hatings and whatnot.
Yeah, it's insane. Because I'm also a producer that of course creates his own melodies and samples. But to me, sampling a sample based beat are always my favorite. I don't know. It's just something about it. It's especially if it's from a record and some dirty drum breaks on it. Dude, you can't tell me that you're not going to freaking bob your head to that freaking super dope beats like that.
I just think it's a part of hip hop. That's where it started. The basses. I mean, I know they Run DMC. They had their 808s and their those quiet beats.
Right.
But at a certain point, it evolved a little bit, and then they started sampling. Mm-hmm. Gosh, I that's one thing I love is the sound.
Yeah.
Hearing that they sampled, a violin back in the day. Hearing a dope violin being sampled, and then just the drums with it complementing that sample. It's dope, dude. I'll never quit that, dude. That's why I got back heavy into sampling.
Actually, that's another reason why I'm getting a new MPC. It's because I kind of want to get back to that sampling, and they have records, and they're just sitting in the garage, man. They're probably all warped by now, but no, they're not. I checked them. I know the homie Quest for Sound is on our IG live right now, so he's probably don't tell me they're in the damn garage, dude.
I'm gonna drive your house and kick your ass.
I'll pick them up right now. But yeah, I got some records in the garage. They're not warped, dude. They're actually in a good little area, so I can't wait to get the MPC and just hook it up to the turntable and just go at it. You know what's funny about sampling is that somebody as talented and people were hating on him. People were hating on Timbaland because they didn't realize that a lot of his first beats, his major placements, were all samples. People thought they were all original. But like people like, you know, like you and me who are sample based producers, we already knew like, oh no, they're samples. Yeah, you could tell they're samples.
Yeah, I would have to study it because I never picked up like who he sampled it from, you know, unless he like finally chopped it up and.
No, there's a lot of them like Big Pimpin'? That's a straight loop.
Okay. Yeah, I could tell. For me, what comes to mind when I think of Timbaland is just his production for Aaliyah. Back then, when I heard her songs and Timbaland was on there, I was like, this guy's a god. Like,
yeah,
I just couldn't get over how dope his beats are.
Yeah, and people
back then they were fire as hell, you know.
Yeah, and then a lot of people are just finding out that he's a lot of his first hits were like sample based, and then they're hating on it because they're trying to say like, oh, I don't think that he deserves all the Grammys he got. Like, man, shut your ass up, dude. Shut up. You sound ignorant. Like, you sound. People like that, they are known to have low IQs. So that's what that's what my whole theory is. Because they're just not open minded.
Oh, that hating, man, trademark of a bitch.
Oh yeah, and the funny thing about Timbaland is he had 3 hit songs, and all of them were the same sample, just flipped differently.
That's dope.
Like that, a lot of people don't know that. Like that's like freaking. He's the god. He's the god of freaking producing, of beat making. Dre is a beast in his own, but I mean, even Timbaland was making beats for Dre. So, I mean, that says a lot right there.
I didn't know like that Dre did not like actually make beats, and I think you told me that too. Like he was in the room and he's just. I guess I could say he's more like a conductor, you know.
Well, he's a producer,
but like actually making the beats himself.
He can make beats himself, but I mean, even like me, like whenever you bring a beat through, say check this beat out, I hear it and I'm like already thinking in my head like, all right, this would be dope if you can like that switch up, put it here, and that'd be cool if you add another step. Like that's my mind of a producer. And that's pretty much where he's surrounded by ill rappers and ill producers all the time. So I mean, I would assume that, you know, because Scott Storch was there with him all the time in the early stages. I think he did a lot of the drum work, but Scott Storch did a lot of the melodies. I mean, and Scott Storch is another beast too.
Yeah, he's a beast. I love watching his videos where he just starts jamming out on his piano and doing like a dope melody, smoking a blunt or a cigar, and he's getting at it.
That goes back to like even people that make melodies. That's super dope too. If you can make a dope melody. I follow these guys on TikTok. This producer and this piano player. The piano player is like super like almost like genius level, like talented. The producer just like has an idea in his head, like, yeah, I want you to da-dum, 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 stop. And then the piano player is just like, all right, and he just starts playing it like just on the spot, just boom, boom, like it's like
so dope, dude.
I'm like, dude, like
that's super ill when they have their skills like down and then they do that on command.
Yeah. And then like he's playing it and the producer's like, oh yeah, are you ready for the drums? Ready for the drums? He pushes play. And he just start playing everything all right there. I'm like, damn, I need a freaking piano player or some kind of there's a guy, he does like some kind of like electric flute. I forgot what it's called. But that'd be cool to get with him and just do some crazy stuff with his flute.
And they were hating on Scott Storch too when they had the versus battles.
Oh yeah. No.
Then they were knocking on him too because he didn't do his drums or something like that.
Well, that and because he had very little to do on a song that he I think he co-produced it.
Okay.
And he played it, and then people were saying that it's not his beat. And I'm like, well, I mean, he probably has something to do with it. So, I mean, obviously, I'll play it.
Yeah. They all go hand in hand, man. Like you need a dope melody for a dope beat. Mm-hmm. You need dope drums for a dope melody. You know, you need the rapper for a dope beat. You know, I just wish they would stop hating, you know, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah. Like, it's the whole producer versus producer, like the whole, I don't know what it is, man. I spend my time on TikTok uplifting producers and brand new producers and beat makers. I do edit this girl on there. She's a finger drummer, kind of like me. Like, you know, we do the live beats, you know. And she did one like, I had this idea in my head. I was gonna do that, but she already did it, so I was like, oh, that's screw it. I'm still gonna freaking duet that track. She was just playing the samples she chopped, and she's like, producers duet this. I said, fuck it. I plugged in my machine. I duetted her. You can watch it on TikTok. You can watch it on my Instagram. That was a dope idea, and
did she respond to you, or
she did?
Oh, that's dope, dude.
Yeah,
as long as she got back to you.
Yeah, she responded to me, and then she started following me, and that was dope. Now, like, because of that, I'm getting a lot more recommendations from like other finger drummers and stuff. So I'm just like, even if they're a little bit off, even if they're a little bit like not like sharpened, I still comment on it. You know, try to uplift them. Like, yo, it's dope. You know, the sample's fire, or your drums are freaking. Your drum selection is freaking dope. Like, I try to do something uplifting.
Do they ever comment back, or?
Out of the 5 people I comment, 1 comments back.
What do you say? Thanks, fam.
He just says thanks.
Here's my BeatStars.
Yeah, but I mean, I do the same thing. So if somebody comments on me, I don't know how to take compliments. So,
do you think like they don't respond because they still are like at that mind state where they're like, oh, everyone's my threat right now, or, you know, like, I'm trying to be the better of the producers and not show them any love or anything? Speaking
from experience, I feel like I'm not, at the time when I was first starting out, I didn't feel like I was at a high level of making beats. So whenever somebody would tell me like, oh, that beat's dope, I would in my mind think they were being sarcastic. So I would just be like, oh, cool, thanks, man. Like, you know, because I didn't know. I still don't, to this day, I don't know how to take compliments. I think I respond better when people critique, especially like something I know I cut corners on. I love it when people critique that. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I know. I heard that same thing too when I heard it in the car, bro. You don't gotta say anything. Say less, fam. But yeah, I spend a lot of my time on TikTok just uplifting other producers and beat makers, even rappers. I was talking to some kid from New York, and he was telling me that he's trying to start his rap career, and if I knew anybody with beats, I'm like, shit, just go on my page, bro.
You hollering at the right man, fam.
Say less.
They ain't free 99, but you gotta subscribe and pay.
So if you kill this beat right here, it's free, but then you have to pay half price for the next ones.
Don't want a bag of Cheetos too. We hungry over here.
Post me some Cheetos, bro.
Do you believe there should be unity in the producer world, or how's your take on that?
I don't know. It's the same stance what I feel about MCing, because like beat battles are super dope. And for anybody watching that don't know, beat battles and showcases are not the same thing. Showcasing is you're showcasing just your skill, and you're not really competing. You're just showing people like where you're at level wise. Beat battles, on the other hand, are just producer versus producer, or beat maker versus beat maker.
You come with them battle beats.
You're coming, battle beats.
You want that snare that'll slap you in the face, like
that snare can be
that slap in the face look.
That snare and that kick can be clipping. That freaking 808 can sound distorted as hell. But as long as people are just with the freaking lemon faces up, as long as you see that, like that's a beat battle, like that's. But as far as your question goes, I don't think people should be against each other. At least not out loud. I think we should just try to uplift everybody. Because I mean, it's only up. It's only up. You're only gonna elevate the culture of both producing and beat making. Same thing with MCs. Like, that's cool. Like, freestyle battles and stuff. But at the end of the day, you gotta kind of like shake somebody's hand. Unless of course they're disrespecting you or your crew or some shit like that. Then yeah, you guys can settle it however you guys want. Producers should just uplift each other. Just help each other.
Yeah.
I mean, a random producer hit me up the other day. And he shout out the homie DJ L1. He hit me up and he's like, yo, the same people I know. I'm like, oh, dope. Like, what's your story? What are you about? So I'm a producer. I'm a DJ. I do the whole BeatStars thing, and then we're just starting to chop it up. I'm like, yeah, I do BeatStars too. I produce. I do all this. Next thing you know, we started collabing, and I sent him one of my unreleased sample kit. Yeah, he thought it was so dope. And then we started collabing after that. And then just playing stuff like that, like that's why producers should uplift each other, because a lot of like good work comes from collaborating with other producers, especially like if you're in the same room, which is kind of hard right now because I don't know if COVID's still a thing to me.
COVID's coming back,
yeah,
stronger than ever.
Don't call it a comeback.
We out here.
I've been here since 2020. But yeah, dude, they should unite to a certain extent.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy that they would be hating. They still hate ensemble-based producers because I don't know. I'm just having fun, man. I like to do all of it. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Like, yeah, of course I will get paid from it in the future, but I'm just having fun and I don't even care what anyone says. Like, I'm just saying this is what I make, and it goes out there, and you either like it or not. If not, keep moving. Like, I don't need to hear your shit talking because it ain't gonna phase me. Like, you kick rocks and keep those fucking negative comments to yourself. Like, if anyone ever told me like I could fucking hit you with anything, like if you ever want to battle, like, and I get the vibe too. A lot of like the purists that I follow too, or I don't know if they're just not showing love or they're intimidated, but I'm not even phasing anyone. I'm just like doing my thing, and I make dope beats.
Yeah,
you know, and that's one thing. Like, people should just if they're dope, just compliment. Like, like, dude, like, what's so hard about saying, hey bro, that is a fire beat, you know? Like, I don't know why they get so insecure and they just don't even want to hit the like button, you know?
Yeah, but that's everywhere, I guess. An MC is not gonna hit up another MC like, yo, you got dope bars. Like, unless they're like, I guess, more famous than them. Then that's when they'll be like, oh, but then they can hate on that too, because like, oh, they're more famous than me. F that. Hey, your bars trash, homie.
And that's stupid too, because like, I don't know why people don't understand that you can have more than one favorite artist, you know? Like, gosh, I have 10 favorite artists. I have more than 10 actually. Like, you can just what's good. What's like, my thing is like, you know, it's better than having a lot of good music, having more of a lot of good music.
Yeah.
You know, so
yep.
I just wish, you know, they would just think that and open their mind. And
it's not like some stupid like you can only like Tupac.
You can like, only have 5 favorite artists.
Like, no, dude,
5 favorite producers.
Like everybody.
No more.
Yeah. It's like when freaking Jay-Z versus Nas came out. I loved them both. Like, they were both super dope. They still are dope. Producers and MCs and all the DJs, like, just uplift each other, dude. If you guys want to battle. I mean, that's even doper. If you feel like you're better than somebody, chances are if you battle them and you are better than them, chances are they're gonna freaking just take that and like practice every day after that, and then they're gonna come back and burn you. That's just the mindset of, you know, especially with me. If somebody beats me in a beat battle, I'm like, oh, dude, like, you know, congrats, you got this one. But when I come back, I'm gonna come back. Yeah, I'm gonna come back, and you're gonna freaking be like, damn, I should have stepped my game up.
Back to producer talk. I know I've like me. I feel bad. And the only reason I'm going to say is because I've been seeing a lot of producers release their drum kits. For example, like, I bought decap drum kits.
Right.
And it came with the patterns too. So you'll have like a whole beat pattern besides the one shots, and you'll have the loops.
Yeah.
The loops are dope, but I myself feel like did not make the beat if I use a loop like that. Like, for me, I'd be like, okay, I can't use that because I can't say I produced that fully, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about that. Like, unless it's a collab, it'd be a different story.
No,
you know?
I do that. So when I make beats, on my phone. It's called Bloxwave, and Bloxwave works in loops. So you got your melody loops, you got your percussion loops. By the way, percussion loops are dope, dude. If you don't have percussion loops on your beats, dude, it changes the whole, like, just, it gives a way more flavor.
I love the perks. You gotta have the perks, man. They give it that bounce, dude.
Yeah, especially if you find the right one to complement your beat. It's super dope. But anyways, so if you use loops I use loops all the time. I make my own loops, and I use other people's loops. Because sometimes, you know, you can make a dope loop, and you can't add anything to it. So it's like, damn, it feels like it's missing something. Let me see if I can find a loop. So you just go, like, you know, some people use Splice. Some people use Track Loop. I use Bloxwave. You go on there and you find a loop that complements your loop, and it's like a collaboration almost.
Yeah.
A lot of these are like a lot of these are royalty free loops. So you always gotta watch out when you're looking at loops. You always want to see if they're royalty free or if they're gonna want some kind of percentage of whatever you make off that track.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I work with loops all the time, and there's times where there's a better drum loop on that app that's better than the ones I have on there. So I just say, screw it, I'm gonna use it. Now I don't use the loop the way it's played. I chop that loop up and I play it the way I want.
No, see, you're changing it. You're still having some type of control over it, and putting your twist on it. So.
Yeah, but I mean, I've used the loop.
Yeah,
I've used the drum loop. It's
like
fine.
I'm not hating on it. I just feel like I'm not fully creating that. You know, like, and the only time, I guess, is the only time I'm gonna kind of talk some smack. But I feel like if you're not creating or producing anything if you're just taking loops and then you're puzzling them together. Like, I just don't. I know you can, if you put them the right ones together, yeah, you can blow up and make money, but how long is it gonna last? You know, like, I mean, I'm not saying everyone does it 24/7, but I'm sure there are those producers that, or those people who will, for example, go on Blockswave and just take a drum loop, throw in a melody loop, throw in percussion loop, throw in vocal loop, and then that's it. Like, they're just puzzling it together, you know. And
but I mean, that's as a beat maker, that's cheating. That's, you know, because you start from scratch as a beat maker. As a producer, though, and I've had this argument with another producer in the past. Is they had said on Twitter, if you loop a melody and you're not a producer, like someone else's melody, and you just put drums on it, you're not a producer. I was like, well, technically you're not really a beat maker. Technically you're not really putting drums on a beat. You're just it's called drum sequencing. Yeah. So you're not really drumming. I mean, there's a lot of terms, like, you can really get into it. But and I told him, like,
so there's a term for what I just explained, like.
No. So okay. So like when when you're laying down drums on a track, you're not gonna call yourself a drummer. So you're a drum sequencer. Okay. So, and what I told him was, I mean, a beat maker, if he uses loops, it's considered cheating, quote unquote. I personally don't think that, but there's a lot of people that do. But as a producer, someone like Drake, you know, he could hear like a loop and like, oh shit, like, I think I got like something that'd be dope, like a dope drum loop to it. So he goes into his file and then say he pulls up a loop by what's one of his boys' names? What's one of the producers' name that he messes with?
Cardiac Flatline.
Cardiac. So I imagine he hears a dope loop online somewhere, or somebody plays like their loops. It's like, yo, give me that loop. He goes and he gets Cardiac. It's like, because Cardiac gives him kits, and then he's like, yo, I'm gonna put this Cardiac freaking loop on this Cardiac drum loop on this freaking melody loop, and then that's gonna make the idea for the song. And then he gets the idea after that, and he's like, okay, that'd be dope if I get Kendrick on this, and I get I don't know, Drake to sing the hook, like, and then this song will be freaking the biggest thing in the world. And that's my difference of a producer versus a beat maker. So you really gotta, I told him, you really gotta play both fields. Yeah. You can't call yourself a producer if you're not producing the song.
I take pride in what I do, and I like to do everything. Like I said, I feel like even drum breaks, like, some of them are dope, you know, and I mean, it's cool to do it every now and then, you know. Yeah. Like there are some of those classic drum break patterns that are just, you gotta just let it ride, you know, those samples too. Yeah.
Yeah, I made a beat the other day using the Funky Drummer drum loop.
Nice. Yeah, like that. I don't know, like that. For me, I think that's the exception, because it goes back into the classic hip hop. And for me, I think that is the loophole, is when you have like those type of loops.
Yeah. That Funky Drummer loop is. Yeah. Clyde Singleton, man.
Yeah, all those drum loops, that's the loophole, like, that I would still mess with, like.
Yeah, definitely. You have to. And some
like, build off those.
Yeah, and some people frown upon it, like, come on, dude, you can't tell me that freaking a lot of your favorite hip hop songs don't have samples in them. Like, come on, man. Shut your mouth. Shut your dirty mouth, man. But yeah.
That sounded funny. Shut that dirty mouth, man.
Dude, I love making music. I love making beats. Sometimes I use loops. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm making melodies. Sometimes I don't. You know, regardless, I'm in my head creating something, and I'm happy. So that really should just come down to that. So all these like producers out there hating on sample-based producers, shut the fuck up. Stop being a bitch, for real.
Stop being insecure.
Yeah, let people make what they want to make. Let people be happy. Sample-based producers that are hating on other sample-based producers, shut the fuck up. Quit being a bitch. Just let people make what the fuck they want to make.
I'm gonna repeat myself. Let them make what the fuck they want to make.
Yeah. And if somebody flips a sample better than me, I'm gonna give them props. It's like, damn, because you can't really sit there and say, like for instance, you can't sit there and say Just Blaze flips samples better than Alchemist. No, you can't say that, because Alchemist in his head creates flips a sample the way he would think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then Just Blaze flips it the way he would think.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a matter of opinion. It's not really true. One can't cancel out the other.
Yeah, I look at it as like just being a listener at the moment is how you flipped it.
Yeah.
How he flips it. Just like just want to see how they think about it, you know? Mm-hmm. I'm not going into to be like, oh, who's the best? Oh, he flips it the best, you know? Like, no, I just want to see how you did it, and how you did it. Yeah. You know, and I'm not going to say, I mean, yeah, one will probably be that I will like more, but at the end of the day, I just want to see what they did, you know, how they flipped it.
You know what's cool is that I used to watch a lot of the, when Dali people went on tour, a worldwide tour, and they took Alchemist with them, and when they got to Russia to do some shows out there, dude, some people were so much fans of like Alchemist that they, instead of them asking for the autograph, they brought records and gave them to like, here, take these records, flip them however you want.
Wow.
It's like, damn.
That is awesome, dude. Like,
yeah, like that's.
I would love for that to happen to me.
Yeah. But that goes to show, like, they know like the kind of creativity he has, so they wanted to challenge him. They probably flipped those same records, but they probably like, you know what? I think Alchemist can flip the shit.
That's an awesome story. I never imagined someone would do that, you know?
Yeah.
Now I wish that happens to me one day. So you're like, hey, bro, flip this, you know?
Yeah. And that was cool, because then like he actually left with a stack of records that day, and he was like, damn, I can't believe, like, I've never had this shit happen to me before. Somebody's never given me a record and been like, oh man, flip this shit. That was cool. Like I was like, man. And then he played one of the records too on one of the videos, and some of the samples on there were like every groove he went on, every one was just better than the next. I'm like, God damn, dude, I wish I could have that record. Just that one record. I wish I just had that one record.
Pause the video to try to fucking figure it out. You zoom in real quick.
No, zoom into the video. Shazam, pick it up. Like, damn it,
Wachowski.
Yeah, but that's freaking, God, that was dope. Oh, and then also, producers that make their own melodies, dude, you're gonna stumble upon. You're probably gonna make the same melody someone else made. So I mean, you really got to take that into mind. A lot of the songs on the radio are using the same grand piano. So I mean, it's the same thing as sampling.
A lot of it's repetitive, man.
Yeah, it's the same thing
that's why some people listen to the radio and be like, "Oh, this song sounds like that song, the last song," and then it sounds like the last song.
Yeah,
they're in the same key. The artist is singing the same, way.
Mm-hmm.
It's all like what's popular.
Yeah, and then also too is another story is so I was on Twitter like a while back. This was like probably 2015. I was on Twitter, just scrolling, and I saw a producer, one guy I follow. He had posted that. Is it just me, or does like he was naming the 2 top songs on the radio at the time? Does this song have the same melody as this song? And somebody commented on it. Yeah, they're both from my sound kit. It's like, what?
They both bought them off.
They both bought that sound kit, and they both flipped it, and it became like one of the top 10 songs in America. And that guy's like, yeah, they bought it from my sound kit.
He has a video with him with the money they bought it off me.
Yeah. And I think that was a big controversy too. Was that he put that it was royalty free, and then when he saw it was blowing up, he wanted to get some, but they were like, no, you said royalty free on your shit.
Buster messed up, man.
Yep. So that's another thing is you're the melodies you create, people are looping, and it could be a number 1 hit. You just gotta remember the legal side of it, and you just gotta get if you're about that money, get that money. If you're just about the recognition, get your recognition. I'm about recognition.
I myself, I don't know if I would ever put out a drum kit or a loop. What do you call it? Loop pack?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
drum loops, or what do you mean?
Like what you did, sample pack? Is that what?
Oh, sample pack. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I would ever do that. It's like I said, when I make my melodies, I'm like, I feel so like I kind of don't want to let it go, Mm-hmm. And I think that's the stingy side of me.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my baby. I made it. You can't have it. I'm not gonna sell it to you. Go over there. This is mine.
Yeah.
Like I gotta do something with it. Like when I hear it. And actually, you're the only mother lover that I let mess with my melodies, dude. I won't share them with anyone else.
Yeah, I'm gearing up to I'm gonna get back on the BeatStars grind. I decided I'm gonna take a step back from producing and just stick to beat making. Yeah, I think it's just time, because it's a lot of work, a lot of energy, and a lot of time that goes into producing albums. Especially when I have to do a lot of the footwork. I love it, but at the same time, it's like it get burned out.
I feel you.
So I'm gonna step back from producing, and I'm just gonna focus on making beats and just doing the BeatStars grind. I'm actually gonna start streaming on Twitch too.
Nice.
So I'm gonna start streaming just my sessions. There's nothing crazy, just me mixing and mastering beats, maybe making beats. And I'm just gonna do that. Something that I've always wanted to do. Always wanted to be a live streamer.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
I do also want to be giving back and try to share some type of knowledge I can. That's why I did those videos on TikTok, little producer videos of the basics,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do more later, but at least that is kind of like a gateway into the ones that are I want to make beats. I just don't know where to start,
Mm-hmm.
So I know when I was teaching someone how to make beats, they did not understand about the snares going on 2s and 4s, for example, around there. And when they made the beat, everything was off. I was in my head, I was like, whoa, dude, this is off. You gotta you gotta move it around, because it's not gonna loop right and it's not gonna sound right,
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, back with my main goal is just to inspire someone,
Yeah.
I think I got a total of 150 plays on all the videos,
Mm-hmm.
Average. And for me, it was my goal is if I change someone's life, inspired with that one person, then I've won,
Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of what I want to do too on my spare time when I'm not, producing or scratching or DJing or whatever. I think it's always good to give back, and I think you'll be doing good too if you record your sessions and Mm-hmm. You might have that one kid be like, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna, you know, he might ask you a question while you're doing it, and
yeah,
you know, you help him out, you know, greatly.
Well, not to mention too, like when you record everything you do, you can repurpose a lot of your like I do for the like we do for the podcast. We'll go and get like a little highlight of the podcast of like a funny moment or a good point that we're making, and we'll take that little clip and we'll just put it on our Instagram and promote our podcast that way. And it gets a lot of like especially when we're talking about like stuff like this. I know this right now when we're talking about the whole sample based producers versus like I know that's gonna get like a lot of like people like, oh man, F that.
F those two fools, they don't know anything. Busters.
But that's a whole reason why I wanna live stream a lot of my sessions. But I do want to do, because you did inspire me to like do a tutorial. I want to do a tutorial on like finger drumming. How people can get into it. I mean, there's a lot of them out there now, but who's to say that maybe mine's more easier to learn.
Yeah, there's always that one teacher. Like I'm a perfect example. Like if this guy's not teaching right, I won't watch his video.
Yeah.
Next guy has a better way of teaching, and I learned so much more. Like when I got the SP 404, there was little things that I couldn't figure out yet, and this one dude was just it just didn't have like that energy, and that it didn't cater to you. It was just like it just didn't catch me as a teacher,
Yeah.
This other guy just said some funny things and was doing it, and it kind of reminded me of me, like he just being stupid, but he was teaching, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this video, and I learned, what I needed to learn.
Yeah, that's why I want to do it. Cause I'm probably gonna know something that maybe I might know something that someone else doesn't know, like another finger drummer. And
they might just like your personality more too.
Yeah, or they might like my Ninja Turtle bandana.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, this fool got the TMNT.
Heck yeah. Yeah, dude, I've been rocking that a lot lately. It's up there.
Nice.
I want to figure out TikTok's algorithm though. But that's a hard one to crack. I mean, I know it's the best way to get noticed on TikTok is to use all the popular sounds and the popular music and just do like a dance to it or just reaction or a reenactment of whatever sound you use. That's like the fastest way to get up on TikTok. But I'm shooting out original content as much as I can. Unless it's something like really funny, then I'll jump on that too. But
yeah, that's a tricky one, man. Like
same thing with the YouTube Shorts. I tried that, and I'm getting like one play.
On TikTok or
on YouTube?
Oh, okay.
YouTube Shorts.
Okay.
So it's like the TikTok version of YouTube.
Okay.
And all it is just people are just repurposing their freaking TikTok video on that.
I don't know, man. It's just, it's good. I don't know. It's tricky, man. Like I feel like it's basically like the radio. Like the radio only has the good stuff, or what's popular. And I feel like that's how TikTok is, They only have what's popular, and then, you have to do what's popular to get paid for it,
Yeah.
People don't want to see someone talking about, their spiritual health or mental health, I'm sorry. Or they don't want to talk about a guy, making beats or how to make beats, It's like they want to see someone dancing to a stupid song, some popular dumb dance, or I don't know. It's tough.
I like those videos though where the Gen Z versus the millennial dancing contests. Like those are always funny to me. You get like the Gen Z's doing like the whole doing that, and then but you got the millennials freaking getting all like into it and like doing like the all body movements and stuff. Like I always thought that was funny.
I do love the funny videos, man. Like,
yeah.
That I find myself lately spending a little more time on TikTok because of the funny videos.
Yeah.
I gotta start watching myself again because it's that. I was like, I see one funny video and after another. I was like, oh dude, I can't anymore.
Yeah, I get caught in it too, but a lot of it is inspiration. Like I got inspired to do this video, and I wanted to get my I wanted to get Ray in on it, but she's camera shy. She don't want to be on film. And I'm like, dang it, I really just need you to just do this one video with me, and this I think it'll be funny. It's like, no, have someone else do it. I'm like, ooh, I don't talk to anybody else.
You're the only female in here.
Yeah.
Come on. What about Danny Boy?
I've got him in a few videos.
He's been on the video this whole time, chilling, dude.
I know.
I'm surprised.
You guys, so good.
The boys over here chill. I'm gonna chill with the boys, dude. We out here.
My dad leaves, so I can take a big old shit.
Hey, speaking of the boys, y'all got snacks. We hungry.
We tried something new today. We tried to be on IG Live. Unfortunately, my phone died.
You should have charged it, eh? Hey, charge it.
It was charged, just the battery doesn't hold the charge.
But did you charge it?
I charged it and
You
I
charged
charged
it
it.
when you plug the thing and it started.
And I got the charger and I made a chart and I plugged it back in. But yeah, we're trying something new. There's a new video out on our YouTube channel.
Excuse me.
It's me reacting to like some of the old videos and kind of explaining. I'm explaining like what's going on, and we covered a lot of it on our previous podcasts, and it's kind of like showing proof. Like this is what we went through. There's a video of us rehearsing, and you can see like at the beginning of the video how we're all like talking about the set. At the end of the video, we're all drunk, and we're all just like, "Oh, okay, let's run it one more time, guys."
I can't feel my face. Ah.
But
How long is the video?
It's only 25 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So it's not
Nice.
take up too much time. But it's, all of it's in there. Like we got more videos too. Actually, I was gonna tell you you should release a video of your philosophy on scratching.
You know what? I told this to someone on the internet, the homie, G1. But the last one of our last videos where I said I was going to, if anyone tagged me and responded, they didn't. So I said I'm gonna just take it to the grave. And I can't unless I have a little protege in the future, student or my predecessor. Then I'll teach them. But as far as right now, it's only gonna stick with me. I don't think I ever shared now.
I think you should have put that little clip on Instagram.
I know, huh? That would have been pretty. I don't think the idea came up around that time to do the shorts. I was like a few episodes after. But no, who knows? Maybe, I might one day. So I'm not. No, I'm just kidding. If someone wants to learn, I'll teach them. I'll explain to them. But that'll be a next episode for sure. Not the next episode, but a future episode. I'll probably give it another shot. We'll do it right now. If whoever's watching this and they say, "Hey, I want to hear your philosophy," tag me. Just tag me. It's like, "Hundo, where you at with the philosophy on what you think about scratching and what goes through your mind or something?" And I'll do it.
What's funny is I don't know why this came to my head right now, but I can imagine you trying to explain the philosophy. But it's gonna be like the episode on The Office when they asked Michael Scott like, how do you get these numbers? It's like, well, it'd be easier to explain if we went to get some Italian food. He's like, and when I get to the office, he's like. He's trying to think of what he could say, but he just can't think of it. So he's just like throwing random stuff out there.
Wasn't he trying to to lead him or not, but not stumble him, but get them to give him some time to think about what he really
So he's just throwing random stuff, trying to figure it out. So it's like, just imagine you so my philosophy on scratching is you gotta look for the record and.
You gotta get the sound.
And first let me get my coffee, but you guys can come with me to get my coffee.
Go make a doo-doo and then come back. Make sure you wash your hands.
You come back with your coffee and you're halfway done with your coffee, but you gotta go to the restroom, so you gotta stop the record.
You gotta go pick up your little brother from school and you gotta get back to it. So, in the future I will. I am still bummed out though, I know this is off topic, but that they took The Office off of Netflix, dude.
Oh, I know.
That was my go-to show. Anytime I was eating something, and I already knew I'm just gonna go here, pick an episode. That's it, you know. I was so bummed out when they took it out. Like, just because it was convenient for me.
They always just watch Naruto.
I started watching that again, too.
Oh, nice. I saw that Demon Slayer is on Amazon. We get
the movie?
You have to buy it, yeah.
It's pretty good, I saw it.
Yeah, I need to watch it. And get up. And you get caught up.
Yeah, it was good. Oh, by the way, I know you asked me earlier, but are you working on a project, or did you make something? Are you gonna be...
I don't know yet. I'm right now currently working on trying to get the Twitch going. You can kind of see it on that last video I made, like how the camera's set up, the microphone set up in front of me. Like that's how the format's gonna be. It's gonna be me doing that. So I've been working on that lately.
Okay.
I can't really say. I mean, yeah, I make beats on my phone.
Yeah, I know you've been making, beats because you've been showing me.
Mm-hmm. The last beats I actually like showed you were like the beats for 3 Strikes.
Okay. Those reggae type beats.
Yeah. And that's cool, man. Like that's so dope how they still hit me up for beats. And the homie Husky H. McCoy, actually, I just talked to him and he wants to work on some stuff.
Nice.
And I mean, I'll by all means I'll give him some beats, but as far as like producing goes, like producing the whole thing, I'm not gonna do that.
Too much work.
That's a lot. That's a lot of work, man. Yeah, I have to step back from it. I really just need to step back from producing. I love it. It's just a lot of time and energy. I wanted to come out with my radio station.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Was my next question was how's that going?
It's kind of because like I'm revisiting a lot of the old beats because I want to like kind of like almost remix them.
Yeah. Excuse me.
So in the middle of doing that, it's kind of hard because a lot of these like old samples.
You want to reflip? You're like, I
want to find the original
touch
samples.
this one again.
Yeah, I want to reflip it, and I want to find the samples, and that's where I keep freaking telling myself like, don't do this. Just freaking put new drums on these ones that you already flipped.
Leave it alone. Don't even look at it.
But then there's beats that like that just completely suck in my opinion that I made back then. I'm like, damn, I can't believe I freaking thought this was cool. So that's like I'm like torn between doing that. But I am going to get to it. Like I said, I'm probably going to do all that and just stream it on Twitch so people can see it.
Did you tell everyone the good news about what you purchased?
Yeah, so I purchased a new cat. This guy's going to have a brother. No, I'm just kidding.
So what the F, man?
So
Dad, I want to share snacks, Dad. I want to share the snacks, Dad. No. In the litter box, no.
No, I bought a new NPC-1. And I can't wait to get that. That's gonna be my new source of like finger drumming, and I can't wait for it to get here, man.
You're gonna enjoy it, that's for sure. I mean, it was fun playing when I played with it at Nam before they came out.
Yeah,
the sensitivity was amazing compared to me comparing it to the MPC 1000. But yeah, I'm sure you used to like the sensitivity with the MK. Was the MK2?
Oh, the Machine Micro.
Machine Micro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I really just wanted a machine, not a machine, but I really just wanted a beat machine that I can just upload my samples and just have like just banks of like different samples in it, and then just finger drum. That's all I really wanted. And just looking through everything, like I mean, I went through like probably a week of like just studying different beat machines and trying to think what's the best one. The best one in my opinion was the one by Pioneer, the DJS 1000. That's probably the one I want to get in the future, but price wise, that's crazy. And that's up there with the Beat Kings.
Yeah.
The Beat Dang.
Beat Kings. Original.
Yeah.
SB246.
So I wanted to get that. So
let's talk about this. This is probably one of our early drum machines, and bass still has it.
Yeah.
That we were making our scratch loops with.
Yeah.
This thing, I can't remember. I think I paid either $300.
I think it was $300. But at the time he got this, like this was like there was no drum machine that was catered.
Sorry, Danny. I apologize. Luckily, I didn't hit you hard.
Yeah, that's cool. You give me snacks later.
He's a motherfucker. Go give him a motherfucker snack, motherfucker.
Yeah, the funny thing about it was like that was in my view. I saw that was the only thing that was catered to like hip hop producers, because like the MPC wasn't for hip hop producers. A lot of the drum machines weren't for hip hop producers. Everything had like some like techno dance, some kind of electronic stuff on it. But this one, when this came out, this one was like strictly, and it was
strictly 90s hip hop.
Regardless if it has like just only 15 drum kits, it's all mixed up in like different categories. It has like over like 100 categories and like
hip hop culture, old school, dirty South, East Coast, West Coast, ethnic, future, and Kangish. I don't know what Kangish is.
I don't know. I've gotten up to
Kangish.
I've gotten up to 60.
Oh, Kang. Street beat Kangs? Kang.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Kang.
Okay, I see you guys.
But this is a street box. The one I really, really wanted to get was called the Beat Thing. And that has everything that I want in a beat machine. You can make beats on it. You can upload your own beats to it. It has a rechargeable battery. It's got modulators on the side of it, which is super dope too. It's got input for a microphone, so you can record live, and then you can modulate your voice. Like this thing just had it all. Like that was the perfect beat machine I really, really wanted to get. But then I'm like reading the reviews on it, and there's like a lot of things wrong with it. And then of course, Beat Kangs, I think they went out of business. I can't really confirm that they did, but I think they did. But that was like everything I could want in a beat machine. And it's still, the price for it is still like over $1,100. I'm like, oh man.
It's holding its value too. That's pretty gnar that it's holding its value for them going out of business.
Yeah.
This thing served its purpose though, man. For us back in the day before looper beats, bro, this was our looper beat, our looper app.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Like we used to make just loopers on this thing. We tried to make songs out of it, but then it didn't really come out good.
We utilized it as best as we could. It have reverb on here too, compression EQ. What? I mean, I didn't know about that. The only thing I knew was reverb, but no compression EQ.
Yeah, compression.
The bass too.
The bass is like so off key.
Oh, it's off key, really?
it's literally the same key, but it's just like different octaves.
Okay,
that's all it is, just octaves. It'd be cool if it was like, I mean, and it's cool you can set the key to it, but then like I said, it's just the same key in different octaves.
You know what, dude? Hopefully, I mean, I don't know if they did it, but I'm gonna Google see if they did like a commercial for this or some type of a promotional video.
I don't know about that one.
Out.
I don't know about that one, but I know they made a commercial for the Beat Thing.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. It's always like some like it's always like some
jiggy type music.
No,
the guy's like
it's like a producer with his hat sideways, like I make hip hop.
Hip hop from Beat Kangs.
You go, and then you go.
It's all about what you say. It's all about your delivery. No, give up.
Say in hip hop, you don't point. You. Dude, that video's dope, man. I don't care what anybody says. Like, hip hop made her change her whole style. Like, she wanted to be hip hop so bad. Like
no, actually, if you think about it, she was hip hop.
Yeah, like she
at that time. That's where hip hop, everything she was doing and everything she was talking about was dope and the truth. You know?
And yeah, it was
because that was in. I mean, you can't do it now because people are gonna look back and be like, oh, stupid, you know, white girl trying to be hip hop, you know. But back then, like she was a shit, you know.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that's why I seen that first video of her, and it was on Facebook back when I had a Facebook, and I went through the comments, you know, and when I first saw the video, that's when I was like, dude, at the time she was doing cool, it was cool, and they were just hating, everyone hating, and then after I posted my comments, I went to read, and then there was a couple of people that said the same thing to me. It's like, you guys are stupid, you know, and it wasn't, it was all different people, you know, backing her up, saying what she was doing was dope at the time, so you can't be hating, you know. Yeah,
that was when I first saw it. I thought she was just being like, I thought it was like a joke. I thought she was just being like joking, like I'm trying to be hip hop. But no, like that you know, hip hop made her feel like, you know, that she wanted to be hip hop, and she was hip hop. So yeah, people that are hating on that, I mean, come on, you really gotta take a step back. And
there's haters and everything, huh?
Yeah. You really gotta just take a step back and just be like, you know what, man, let's just let people enjoy stuff. Let's just let people be happy.
Express yourself.
You know what? Ill Mind said something dope on Twitter the other day. I don't want to say it's dope, but kind of made you think.
It was ill?
It was ill from the mind. No, but it was impactful, I guess you could say. He said the people that bully and just talk smack about like other people, like regardless if it's like a producer or if it's a rapper, if you guys talk smack about somebody online or you try to troll them in the comments, what if that comment that you posted made that person just end their own life? Like, are you gonna feel different, or are you gonna be like, I don't give a shit? Like, cause then some people were like fucking some people like don't care. And there's a lot of people that are like, you know what? That's why I don't bully anybody. That's why I just uplift everybody.
Well, nowadays, gosh, it's troll city on anything anyone does. It's backlash after backlash, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it is the age of trolls for sure. It's been the age of trolls for like 2 years now, actually. Yeah, everyone's trying to be a comedian, or everyone's just being heartless.
It's funny too, because like there's a lot of times where I like to say something uplifting, and then like my comment will be like the top comment, and people either like it or they'll comment on it, like saying like, you know, like, oh, this is true, or it's cool that you said that, like.
Or someone trolls you, shut the F up.
Yeah, there's people that troll me because I'm like the top comment. Shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, okay, well, enlighten me. What am I supposed to be talking about?
Can you read my mind? Read it.
It's like when you play a beat for somebody, it's like, oh yeah, you're getting there. Like, where am I getting?
So you know my destination? Yeah. Wait, you stopped the music. Wait. So you know my destiny? You know where I'm going?
Yeah, I was like, come on.
Enlighten me. Let me know the path I'm going.
Can you show me the way? That's another thing too. If whether you're MC, producer, beat maker, DJ, if you see somebody struggling with the same craft that you're doing, help them out, man. Quit being a bitch. Make this guy be better than you. Fuck it.
Think about it. Ultimately, it'll make them better themselves too. Because be like, oh, he's getting better, then I should step my game up now.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess they don't even want to see it. They don't even want to be scared, you know, to that point to want to step their game up.
And I think you said this before too, is like a lot of people are scared of that because they want to see you succeed, but not before them. And I'm not sure if you said it on the podcast or if you said it on
I think the last podcast.
Yeah.
Ultimately, they do want you to succeed, but not before them. And they'll do anything they can to not make you. I like the other saying I like too is work on building your dream, or someone will hire you to build theirs.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that hit me hard too back in the day, and I was like, dude, I gotta focus on myself, dude. Yeah. F all that, you know, like you gotta be selfish and put yourself first. You know, at certain times. You know.
Yeah. You know, one thing one of the things I like was if it takes you 15 minutes to take a poop at work, you technically got paid for that shit.
Dude, that's how I beat the system every day. We out here beating the system. Flooding up toilets and everything.
Come out the restroom like, I flooded that bitch.
We flooded.
No, but I flooded that motherfucker, man. No, but yeah, I like to just do what I do and love what I do. Everything I work on is just out of passion, out of love. And if you get paid for something you do, it's even better. Like, I don't know, it's even if it's like $5 just to make like an artwork piece, or $5 to make a, or $20 to make a beat. That's $20 more that you had for something you love doing.
That's a start, you know. You got to start in the beginning, making little,
Yeah, and I guarantee you, if you make like, somebody sells a beat for like $50, guarantee, you're gonna be like, oh shit, like I got paid for a beat. I'm gonna try to get paid for more beats, and you start making more beats, and you start selling them, and then you get to a point where like, okay, I'm gonna see if I can charge $75, see if people pay, and then when people start paying, then it's like, it's motivation. That's what I want to say. It's motivation.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest force in the galaxy is motivation. Or
don't
momentum.
ever.
Sorry, momentum. Not
momentum.
The biggest force in the galaxy.
Don't ever doubt yourself, because there's so much people intimidated by your potential.
Yep. And there's money to be made. If you're about the money, there's a lot of money to be made. Believe me. Oh, and I am now accepting Dogecoin for beats. He's interested.
Doge went down to like 5 cents, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I've been down to 25.
23.
I don't know. I'm holding on to Doge because I lost a lot of money in Doge. I'm hoping to make it all back. Not really, but yeah.
The Doge. Well, I got another thing to say. All these things are coming to my head. Chase your dreams, not people. You'll thank me later. I think that's it.
That concludes our podcast.
Thank you for listening.
Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to the people that join us on IG Live. The homie Awaker says he's moving back out here.
Oh, word.
So can't wait to get him on the podcast. Shout out to Quest for Sound. He did mention something on there, but we're in the middle of explaining something, and I saw him mention something. I'm like, I couldn't stop what you were saying and be like, oh hey. But it's brand new to us, man. We're trying different things. We're trying to get as many people interested in this podcast as possible.
We're doing good with 20.
Danny's good right here. He's interested. Looking at me, he's like, hell yeah, man.
So you need to let me spit them bars on that mic. Got them kitty cats in the back.
Like, I see all these wires, man. What's up, man? But yeah, dude, shout out everybody. You can also, of course, again, you can get All Fresh merch.
Let me stand up for this one.
That's season 2. This is season 1.
This one's fly, dude. I like it. Feels comfortable too. I gotta wash it. It'll sag a little more. You did good with this. I like this. You did a fucking dope job with the designs on this one, bro. I dig it.
Yeah, I was trying something different. It's all handwritten too, which is cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
I did 2 different markers.
Like, what'd you use? The mouse? Like,
no, my markers.
So
I have different sizes.
I got you. For some reason, I was thinking like on the computer.
Oh, like brushes on the computer?
Yeah, I was like, did you use a mouse or you have the pen or something?
No, actually, the pad's right there. I went through like 6 different pages of just trying to do the F.
Okay.
The F was the one that gave me a lot of trouble.
So then you took, what'd you do? Take a picture and then upload it? Okay.
Took a picture and then I vectorized it. I traced everything on Photoshop.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. This one's all pretext, but it still looks cool. I like it. All fresh chat. Thank you, 22 subscribers. We are thankful for everything you guys do. We're thankful for all the comments, all the love, people that share this podcast. If you're listening to this podcast on the road, keep your eyes on the road. Don't speed.
We're doing nothing dumb.
Yeah. Get your coffee.
Dumb.
Get your coffee. Get your. I don't want to say where I got this coffee from, but yeah, get your coffee.
It's nice to be back after 2 weeks of not doing this. So
yeah,
it was sweet.
And we will have a special guest next episode. We are getting some people. They're all down. It's funny because like the people that like we try to hit up, they're always busy. But then the people that want to be on like super like they're like yo, when's the next podcast? When can I be on? But their days are like opposite of ours.
I know it sucks, man, but eventually we'll get some people. I can't wait. You know, the we have some in line. You know.
Yeah.
In mind, I mean. So it'd be cool to get them in.
Yeah, I can't wait. We got some like some cool ones too. But peace everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, notification bell. We are gonna post more. I'm not just saying that. We are gonna post more. I posted a new video of my reactions. He's gonna post his video next with his philosophy on pop locking.
I got no rhythm. That's why I make beats, because I cannot move unless I'm drunk.
Peace, yeah.
Peace.